Hi, Sarah. Hi, Gareth. How are you doing?
Hi, good, thanks. You?
Very well, thank you. Gareth, how excited are you then to have this game back in front of fans for the first time since you qualified for the Euros? You'll remember that game, the Hungary match, 18 months ago, 31,000 on that occasion. Not quite so many this time, but how special is it going to be?
Yeah, no, it'll be amazing. Obviously, we had a little bit of a taster in the last few Premier League games. Yeah, but to have the Welsh fans back now, it'll be amazing. It'll be nice way to kind of, I guess, before we go off to the Euros, nice little send off. Hopefully, we can give them something to cheer about, and I'm sure they'll. There's only 6,000, but I'm sure they'll be making it seem like a full stadium. So yeah, we're all looking forward to it.
You said that you've had a taste of it with the last few Premier League games. What do you miss about not having fans in stadiums, Gareth? Do you even miss the bad stuff? I don't mean the abuse, obviously, because there's been a lot of that, too much of that on social media. But what would be termed as banter, I suppose, the kind of hostile stuff you get from the crowd. Do you even miss that?
Yeah, no, I think yeah, definitely. I think you just kind of miss the kind of the buzz it gives you. It's hard to kind of really get kind of your adrenaline going when there's no fans. I think that's for me the biggest thing. Even I guess the last game in the Premier League, Leicester fans when I was warming up were giving me a bit of jip, and when I scored, that's why I kind of went over and yeah, kind of had a bit of banter with my own, which they weren't too happy about. But it's those things that are kind of that make football. I think that interaction with the fans, and yeah, they might give you some abuse, but when you do something good, you can give it back. And yeah, I think it's the way football needs to be played, and it feels a lot easier when they are there.
I don't think you'll get any abuse in this one. This will just lots of love around, I think, on this occasion. What's it going to mean when you get to Baku in a week's time for that opening game, and there are very few Wales fans, perhaps for that match? What impact will that have? I suppose you won't know until you get there exactly how many are going to be watching you.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, it's going to be a lot different from the last opening game that we had, but I think all of us players, we've played in it now for, like you said, maybe the last 12 months, maybe a bit longer. So yeah, we kind of understand what kind of to expect with no fans, but yeah, hopefully there will be a few that maybe live over there that can attend the game rather than obviously going against government advice. But yeah, I think as much as we'd love to have the fans there, we need to concentrate on the game and doing everything we can to prepare right and try and win the game.
How are you feeling then, Gareth, with a week to go? I think you're probably one of the old men of this squad now, really, when you look at the balance. A lot of young players. How good is it? Is this as good as Euro 2016 squad? And in somebody like Ruben Colwill, is he a possible unexpected star, perhaps, of this tournament?
Yeah, I think the teams are a lot different. I think yeah, I think the circumstances are very different from both tournaments. I think going into the last one, we didn't know what to expect us, especially us experienced ones now. But obviously going into this tournament, we kind of have a little bit of an inkling what to feel like, what to expect, which yeah is good in a way. We can kind of use that experience, and obviously we still have a lot of young players that haven't experienced this kind of tournament atmosphere and kind of yeah just playing in an actual tournament. So yeah, as for Ruben, he's been great in training. He's really impressed everybody. He's been doing really well. In terms of a star of the Euros for us, you'll obviously have to ask the manager. Obviously, those are his decisions, but yeah, everybody wants to be playing. So yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to be fighting for one of those starting spots, and even to come off the bench, everyone's going to be raring to go.
I remember coming to see you in Madrid sort of 6 months before Euro 2016, and you said then that we're going into that tournament to win it because there's no point otherwise. There's no point going into something like this if you don't aim to win it. Do you feel the same about this Euro 2020?
Yeah, we go into every game wanting to win the game.
I mean the tournament.
So yeah, no, of course, but that's what I'm getting to. I think if we go into every game wanting to win every game, it means you want to win the tournament. So yeah, we're under no illusions it's going to be difficult, but yeah, we take it one game at a time, and yeah, as I said before, we want to win every game that we play. So if we were to do that, then obviously we'd win. So but yeah, I think that's just the mentality we've had, especially over the last maybe 8-9 years, just trying to get that winning mentality in our heads, and it definitely helps going onto the pitch.
Do you think this time perhaps that the expectation amongst Wales fans isn't maybe as great, that they, whatever happened 5 years ago, they don't expect you necessarily to get to the semi-finals? Will that help in a sense that you're not under that pressure maybe?
I don't feel like we ever are put under our pressure by our fans. I think all our fans want is for us to try hard, work as hard as we can, give everything on the pitch. And yeah, we always try to play good football. We try and play the way we like to play. And yeah, I think the pressure, it really is from ourselves. We want to do well, and like we've always done, we want to go into every game trying to win it and try and do as best we can, and see where that takes us at the end of the day.
And just finally, with this Albania game, obviously hoping for a little bit better than that last match against them, a 1-0 defeat, wasn't it, a couple of years ago, where you had a little cameo off the bench?
Yeah, no, of course. I think, yeah, I remember it briefly, to be honest, but yeah, it was one of those friendlies before that maybe didn't really feel too important. But I think now this game going into the Euros, it's vitally important that we get our preparation right. We work on a few things that we feel like we need to work on, and yeah, getting some minutes under the belt for some players, and being as prepared as we can going into the tournament.
Good luck tomorrow. Thanks, Gareth.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Vinny O'Connor.
Hi, Gareth. Hope you're well. Just back to Ruben. I just wonder, how good do you feel he could be, Gareth? What level do you feel he can reach?
I'm not too sure. I've only been training with him for a week, so yeah, no, I think he's done well, obviously, to come in, and yeah, he's trained really well. He's settled in. Obviously, we've helped him settle in as quick as we can, because we know obviously that's going to benefit everybody. So yeah, he's trained really well. In terms of what he can reach, I'm not too sure. I obviously need a bit of time, needs to play more games, but yeah, he has great potential, and I'm sure he'll be a great player for Wales in the future as well.
Yeah, because I just wonder what you see in his attitude, because it's not always easy to come into the kind of international environment and settle in so quickly.
Yeah, no, like I said, he's come in. I feel like he's really trained well. He hasn't been shy to get on the ball, which is always good, especially for a young player. And yeah, he's, like I said, he's trained really well, and hopefully he can continue improving, keep getting better, obviously for his club, and obviously for Wales as well.
Overall, in terms of the preparation, then, what shape do you feel the squad is in as a whole ahead of another major tournament?
Yeah, I feel like we're in good shape. I think, yeah, we haven't lost too many games of maybe the last 12. I think the only two we've lost against France and Belgium, which are arguably number 1 and 2 in the world. So yeah, I feel like we're in very good shape. Confidence is there. Yeah, the things that we aren't doing too well, we're improving all the time. So yeah, I think we're in good shape going in. Obviously, have another game tomorrow to I guess tweak final little things that we feel like we need to, and yeah, we're ready to go.
You feel even that defeat against France, particularly the second half, was useful? I know Robert spoke about it being used as an exercise in dealing with going down to 10 men, but it seems that a fair few positives came out of that. Yeah,
for sure. I think the first 20 minutes when we had 11 players on the pitch, I felt like we caused them problems. We didn't feel out of our depth whatsoever, and they're arguably the best team in the world when you see the players they have on the pitch. So yeah, but then I think the next 70 minutes after that is obviously it's very difficult to judge what we do. But I think, as you said, we might go down to 10 men in the tournament, and there are things that maybe we didn't do so well that we can look back on and improve. So yeah, massive positives to take from the game. Ideally, we would want to play with 11 all game and test ourselves and yeah, see where we're at. But yeah, football gives you these strange decisions, and it's how you deal with them. And I'm sure we'll have 1 or 2 in the Euros, and yeah, it's how we react. And hopefully this will help us from the France game.
And just finally for me, Gareth, it's kind of touching on club football a little bit, but it's more to get your thinking on it. And you've been asked a lot about your future. Is it impacted at all by Carlo Ancelotti's appointment at Real Madrid? Could you expand on that a little bit? I mean, would it impact any kind of decision moving forward?
No, I'm not thinking about anything until after the Euros. I know Carlo Ancelotti. He's a great manager. I get on with him really well. We had some great times in the past. Yeah, but like I said, I haven't spoken to anybody. I'm not thinking about my future, and as soon as Euros finishes, I'm sure I'll have a conversation, and then I'll go from there. But like I said, I'm not thinking about anything until after the Euros.
Tom, I appreciate that. All the best.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Lawrence Mora?
No Real Madrid questions from me, Gareth. It's okay. So David Brooks is he's coming back into form with you guys in terms of his performances on the pitch. Can you give us a little insight on how he's been in training and how he's been shaping up?
Yeah, he's been training obviously since Portugal, the training camp there, and yeah, I think like everyone, just trying to work hard, trying to get ready for the Euros. I think he's been training well, like everyone else has, and I think every player is important coming into the Euros, and everybody needs to be ready. So yeah, the same for him.
We've seen the shape change up front in terms of using Kiefer Moore as a kind of the main man as centre forward, and then playing with a false nine as well. Do you have a preference in what you prefer to play with the group of players that you've got?
I think it depends on the opposition as well. Obviously, the management staff have the main choice of what's going on. So yeah, we've worked on both kind of formations, different players, different positions. So yeah, I think the good thing is we have that kind of flexibility when we do need to change, if we need to change certain opponents. So I think it's always good to have a couple of styles the way we play, and yeah, it can only help us going forward.
I just find it great to have Aaron back in there with the group as well. Have you noticed he's picked up an Italian accent since he's been out there? We were interviewing him last week, and we were sort of hearing, we thought there was an Italian twang there.
No, it's just like a Philly twang, I think. Nothing else.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, thank you. Beth Fisher?
Hey Gareth, just a quick one. You said you didn't, the last years you didn't know what to expect as players. Now, given that you obviously play so much football, can you just give it an insight of what you learnt in tournament football, what was different to normal kind of everyday life for you?
Yeah, I think just going into the tournament, it's that kind of, I guess, the buzz in terms of in the squad. Obviously, last year you had it with the fans as well, and there's that bit more added pressure because you know that you haven't got a whole campaign to, if you lose a game, to come back from and win a few games. This is kind of crunch time. You've got to win now, you've got to perform now, or you're out. So I think, yeah, as soon as we got on the pitch against Slovakia last year, I felt that straight away, that pressure on the pitch as a player, that we need to win this game, we need to perform here and now rather than, we can build ourselves into the game. So yeah, I think it's just the pressure's on. You need to perform, you need to play well, otherwise you're out. And I think that's the main thing about tournament football.
And is that the message you've given to some of the players who haven't been in it before, is that it is basically like cup final football every match? Yeah,
definitely. And yeah, we've spoken about it. And obviously if anyone wants to ask questions, which a few have, that yeah, we give our advice, and straight away we need to be ready from the off. Yeah, we need to obviously win the first game. I think it's important. It puts you in a good place. You never know, 3 points can put you through just off the first game. So yeah, it's massively important that we start strong, we start ready, and we're ready to go from the first whistle.
Do you think you've got more attacking kind of firepower this tournament compared to last? Because you've got the likes of David Brooke, Harry Wilson, Kiefer Moore can create goals sometimes out of nothing, obviously added to yourself, and Ramsey and Allen, etc. Do you think there's a kind of a more of a spread of people who could score for Wales? Yeah,
you could argue that. I think last time we had a style of play which we kind of stuck to through thick and thin, and we had a formation and a way of playing. I think as we're now, we have a few different formations that we can play. We have different players that can come on, probably more of a squad to choose from. So yeah, arguably yes, but yeah, it's about the players that are playing, who come on, that need to make an impact, and we all need to do that together.
Last point from me. Welsh Government have just announced there could be some fan zones in Wales for fans to watch. Obviously, it's completely different to last time, but equally, it was an amazing atmosphere back here. How pleased are you that there'll be that kind of access for fans to get together and celebrate?
Yeah, that'll be amazing. I think as long as it's done safely and correctly, yeah, we'd love to see that. Obviously, seeing things, I guess, when we're over in the tournament, looking back, seeing pictures, videos being sent, things is always nice to see. Obviously, we won't have that atmosphere in the stadium, but yeah, to see it back home will feel like that extra support that we always get. And yeah, it'll be nice for the fans to be able to get together and watch these big games and enjoy the occasion.
Awesome. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Beth. Ian Herbert.
Thanks very much. Thanks for your time, Gareth. Just wondered how much, as a group, you're drawing on the memory of 2016. Whether you've had any sessions looking at, that Belgium game, or how you're actually using that as a source of motivation.
No, I don't think we're using 2016 in any way, shape, or form. To be honest, obviously we have the experience, some of us, of playing in it, of playing in a major tournament, but yeah, I think we need to understand that 2016 was 2016. It's not really going to affect too much what we're doing now. We have a lot of new players. We have a new manager. We have a different style. A lot of things are different. We're going to be playing different teams. So yeah, of course we have the experience, but we need to concentrate on this tournament and take this tournament separately to 2016.
Okay, thanks a lot. All the best. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Rhys Thomas.
Hi, Gareth. How are you?
Hi. Okay.
Good. What difference will it make for you and the team tomorrow having the red wall there to support you?
Yeah, no, it'll be massive. Obviously, it's been a while since we played in front of them. I know they'll only be 6,000, but I'm sure they'll make it feel like pretty much a full stadium. Yeah, we're looking forward to playing in front of our fans, and hopefully we can give them something to cheer about and be sent off in a good way.
Has that been something that the guys have talked about during training this week, that they're looking forward to having fans back?
Yeah, obviously I'm sure a lot of the players we have a couple of tickets for family members as well, so it's nice to play in front of them as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Yeah, everyone said it's nice to have the fans back in. It'll give us that bit more adrenaline, hopefully, that we can really push a little bit harder and get more involved with the fans and have that atmosphere. So yeah, we're all looking forward to it, and yeah, can't wait for it to start now.
Great. Finally, from me, from a personal point of view, are you as excited for this Euros as you were the last one in 2016?
Yeah, definitely. I think no matter what tournament you're going to play in for your country, you have to be excited. If you're not, you're probably in the wrong place. So yeah, we're all excited. We still have this game to go tomorrow to get that kind of last bit of preparation in, and yeah, then I guess when we step on the plane, we'll all be looking forward to just concentrating on the tournament, and yeah, excited to get it underway.
Thank you, Gareth. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laurie Whitwell.
Hi, Gareth. When you think back to Euro 2016, do you think of what did your mind first go to? Does it go to the wins that you had, or does it go to the semi-final defeat where you tried, obviously to equalise and get through there? Is there a tinge of disappointment, or is it overall a wonderful experience that you reflect on?
Yeah, no, I think it's overall a great experience to reflect on it. I think we'll obviously draw from certain experiences, especially us older lads, to help us through certain times in the tournament, even starting, just having that feeling again, looking forward to having that feeling. Obviously, we know it's going to be a very different tournament in terms of fans not being there as well, so maybe it won't be that kind of massive adrenaline where you're singing the national anthem in front of the red ball. But yeah, we're looking forward to it, and yeah, excited to get it underway.
How enjoyable was being away with the lads for sort of 5-6 weeks? These guys that you've obviously known for so long. The hotel sounded like it was a lot of fun to be around him.
Yeah, no, it's always good to come away, no matter where we are. So yeah, in terms of a major tournament, it's kind of that bit more excitement for everybody. Everyone's even more buzzing, looking forward to it. So yeah, the team spirit is always good, and just the same now as well.
Back then, who was the one that enjoyed you bringing the cakes back the most?
Guns was always happy. So no, I think yeah, there's just some good experiences from back then, but obviously we know this time around it's going to be a lot different. It's not in the same place, different teams. We have a different team, so yeah, we're just hoping to have another good experience and enjoy ourselves.
Cheers, guys. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, Ben Fisher.
Hi, Gareth. Obviously, Aaron back playing with Aaron. What does his return mean, do you think, for Wales and the team? What does it bring?
No, I think it's good to have as many players available as possible. Yeah, he hasn't played too much of late, but yeah, it's always good to have good players back in. Yeah, I think there's not much more to say. I think he's done what he's done for Wales in the past, and yeah, we're hoping he can perform like normal and help the team. So yeah, always good to have him back.
And just for you, what is it about being with Wales and playing for Wales, Gareth, that really sort of makes you tick and sort of enjoy it so much?
Just the pride to play for your country. I think there's no bigger honour in football for me. And yeah, the way our fans are, how passionate they are, how much they love their football and how much they support the team. Yeah, it's a great feeling to have. And I think when you have that love from the fans to the team, it's just makes you even more proud to play for Wales and gives you even more a bigger buzz and makes us players happy. And when players are happy, they play better as well.
Thank you.
Okay, and finally from Katie Sands.
Hi Gareth, hope you're well. I just wanted to ask a little bit about Nico Williams, if that's okay. So Rob Page said, he took the decision quite hard after France, but the squad have been putting their arm around him and not letting him feel down about it. Really, how is he in himself?
Yeah, no, Nico's fine. Obviously, disappointed to get sent off. Wasn't a red card, to be honest. Debatable whether it's even a penalty, but yeah, I think yeah, all of us get behind him. Then we start joking about it when the game's over, and yeah, lifting his spirits. So yeah, he's fine. So yeah, just obviously anything like that happens to any of the players, we always get behind them, support them, get them back happy again, and helping the team.
And more generally, then, does playing football ever feel like work? And the same question for Wales, really. I presume it doesn't.
Yeah, no, of course, there's certain days that are more difficult than others, but yeah, no, playing for Wales, yeah, never gets bored, never gets tiresome. So yeah, we're all happy and love playing for Wales. That's what we enjoy the most, and representing our country. And yeah, no different going into this tournament.
Great, thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, great. We'll have to wrap up there. Thanks, everyone.